British military, which I think made him a good leader, I guess, which helped him to found the city of Halifax.
Well, I'm not from Halifax, so I don't really have any idea of who that is, but having passed the monument in the park, it would seem that he's probably a civic leader or maybe a military figure. I mean, he's probably had to have done something pretty significant to get a statue in a park.
Edward Cornwallis was a very well-known leader, and his influence made the Port of Halifax the second most well-known port in the world.
A lot of things are named after him in the city, such as Cornwallis Park, where his monument is. And on a negative note, though, Cornwallis Junior High, in 2011, its name changed to Halifax Central Junior High.
What I know about Edward Cornwallis is that he initiated a scalping proclamation which stated that he wanted to get rid of the indigenous people, so for every head that he received, the person that brought the head would be paid. And yeah, that's all I know about Edward Cornwallis.
I just know that Edward Cornwallis gave up being the governor of Halifax while he said he was sick, but he was actually just mentally unstable, which kind of shows that he gave up a little bit on Halifax, and it kind of shows that he's not exactly the best leader for the job.
I do know that he was the founder of Halifax, and I also know that in doing so he was pretty awful to the Mi'kmaq people. So I remember a few years ago there was a controversy. They were going to rename a junior high school, so it was in the news, and all I really remember from it is that he had put out a charge for scalping Mi'kmaq people. So he said to the public, you know, bring me some scalps, I'll give you something in return. I'm not really sure what, but that was the reason why they did it, and probably why the controversy exists today.
The people that were interviewed showed that Edward Cornwallis is remembered in different ways, and that there is controversy today because of his actions during his time as governor in Halifax.
After listening to what the people said, it clearly showed the different perspectives of Edward Cornwallis and how he is historically remembered.
After the interviews, we spoke with each person for a few minutes and told them about the different events that went on during the time he was governor that they were not knowledgeable of before.
If they spoke highly of Edward Cornwallis, then we informed them of the negative things he did during his time in Halifax and vice versa.
This allowed more people in the city to be more aware of the controversial issues behind how we remember Edward Cornwallis.
Giving them this information helped them think about how they will now view him after we shared what we learned about him in class.